That's Based with Caleb Salvatore is a comedic informative production, meaning it covers serious topics in a humorous manner. Some of the opinions expressed are satirical hyperbole, some are not. Some of the content may not be suitable for all listeners. If you're easily offended, tune out now. We don't want pussy bleeding little bitches consuming our content. I have dementia and pooped my pants while visiting the Pope.
Welcome to That's Based. It's the Monday morning unsolicited advice show. I am your host, as always, Caleb Salvatore, reporting from somewhere underground. We're laughing our way through the end of days. We're brought to you by our friends over at Outlaw Streamers. Big shout out to our homies and our sponsors over at Beach House Bar in Omaha, Nebraska, right off of 103rd and 4th, just north of 4th Street. And that's Beach House Bar in Omaha, Nebraska. They have something going on every day, guys. Monday, they got karaoke's from 8 p.m. to midnight. Poker, Tuesdays at 7 and 9 p.m. Trivia, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Music bingo at Thursdays from 7 to 9. And then open mic from 9:30 to whenever they get done. They got lots of good shows coming up. You can go to their website, beachhouse-omaha.com. to learn more. Tickets are available at the door and online. One of those shows they have coming up is my own Harmful Content Comedy this Saturday, starring Noé Ramirez as our headliner. I'm hosting, as always. We got a lot of great comics coming out for that. We've also got two shows, a dinner show at 7 p.m. and the late night show at 9:30. Again, that's Saturday, February 17th. Beach House Bar and Grill at 7 and 9:30 p.m. Tickets $10 cash at the door or on eTix. Omaha.com. All right. We're recording this Super Bowl Sunday night. We just got done watching the game. Mia, what did you think? What's the verdict?
I'm happy with Taylor.
What are they a psyop?
No.
Is it a psyop? Is the relationship sponsored by the CIA?
No.
No?
No.
Is the NFL scripted?
I don't know.
You don't care.
I don't care. I don't care about the game. I don't care about anything.
When she hugged him, how she was like patting him on the back.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird that she was patting him on the back.
What you do to your CIA patsy, MK Ultra project boyfriend, vaccine salesman. You see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's the reality. Here's what the CT or the CIA did. Was they would take people back in the 50s. They had this little program called MK Ultra. They took people that had serious mental issues, and then they would fry their brains with lots of drugs to the point where they could say a trigger word. This is all declassified. It's a fact. They would say a trigger word, and they would snap into their mind control mode. Well, Travis Kelce has got some CTE issues from blows to the head. So it's not out of the question... It's not out of the question that Travis Kelce could be an MK Ultra project. That's all, or an MK Ultra subject, a Manchurian candidate. You see? You see what I'm saying here?
Sure.
It's very much in play right now. And we'll talk about the Super Bowl on the Wednesday show. Remember, we are every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, wherever the hell you get your show's at. All right. This is... I want to say one more thing on the Super Bowl thing. Don't even start with the Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady comparisons. There will only ever be one Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes could win the next 10 Super Bowls for all I care, and I wouldn't even put him in the same category as Ryan Leaf with the junior varsity-ass joke of a defense that he has to play against every single week. They can't hit the quarterback. They can't be physical. They're all built on finesse. Absolutely no physicality. It's not the same game. Aside from the fact... when you look at the quarterbacks he's had to face, there's no Peyton Manning, there's no Drew Brees, no Ben Roethlisberger, no Michael Vick, no Donovan McNabb, Dante Culpepper, Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning. I mean, I could go Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. I could go on and on and on about how Tom Brady absolutely faced better competition than this joke fraud Patrick Mahomes that either has to put a superstar team around him. By the way, Tom Brady's top receivers when he was winning Super Bowl, David Patton. How many of you know who David Patton is? So Patrick Mahomes has to put a super team around him and still get bailed out by the referees every other week to even make any type of playoff run. Nothing compared to Brady. They'll never touch the legacy. Also, fun fact, players didn't assault Bill Belichick on the sidelines. Bill Belichick probably would have blown your head off if you put a hand on him on the sidelines. This soft-ass NFL. I'm done talking about it. Okay. This is the Monday morning unsolicited advice show where Mia scours the internet for a couple of minutes and we find stories of individuals that are maybe a little bit lost, and I try to help them out. Now remember, this isn't a political episode, but this is a political show. I always do the disclaimer. Sometimes people find this because they're looking for something else, and they get a little upset by some of the things I say. So if you're easily offended, I lean right of center. I'm very vulgar. I don't pull any punches. So get the fuck out of here. Okay. All right, let's do it. This is on r/entitled parents from Anon R23. All right. Mother-in-law has gambling problems. Am I being lied to and taken advantage of? Wait. No, neither of her daughters are married. Okay, I don't know this person. Okay, long story short. Mother-in-law lives with my spouse and I. We have 3 kids, youngest 2 being 3 and 10 months. The oldest is a junior in high school. That's an age gap. She works 2 hours a day due to work. What the fuck? Does 2 hours a day, does that even pay to drive into work and home? She works 2 hours a day due to work-related injuries, but isn't being paid in time by workers' comp, and she's still 7-ish years away from being able to retire. Well, that's why she needs to gamble. She's got to make up for the money. She doesn't pay a single bill or rent to us, but goes out numerous times a week to mini casinos. Yeah, she's trying to pay the rent. And you're on here ranting about her. She says she isn't spending money and that she gambles using free membership points. Do you know how... do I need to explain how one accrues free membership points from a casino? Is that really what I got to do here? They don't give free membership points out for funsies.
To people who just casually go every now and then.
She keeps getting all these free hotel stays. Yeah, I don't gamble or go to casino. Obviously, I don't gamble or go to casinos, so I don't know if it's true or not. But something seems off about being able to gamble without using any of what little money she has. I find it very hard to believe she's being truthful to us. Do casinos give members free money to gamble, or is she spending her own money to get casino points and telling spouse and I that she gets free points to gamble? I live in Northern California, numerous casinos within a 2-mile radius or 2-hour radius. Yes, you have to spend a lot of money to be in a position where you're getting free points. So she may not be lying to you when she tells you she's using membership points, but she is lying to you when she says she isn't spending her own money. That's, yes, you are being lied to. You are being taken advantage of. And good luck with that, because I don't know how you have the conversation with your wife about her degenerate gambler mother that lives with you and what to do about her. What would you do here?
I'd just pass it on to you.
If it was your mom?
Oh, if it was I thought you meant if it was my mother-in-law, I'd pass it. If it was your mother-in-law.
I was going to say, if it was my mother-in-law, I'd do the same thing.
I don't know.
If it was your mom.
That's a tough question. I don't know.
Yeah, that is a tough question.
Well, my mom would turn it around and lecture me. So.
I need to go to the casinos. Yeah, I'm not even going to get started. But yes, no, your mother-in-law absolutely is lying to you and taking advantage of you. How about this? How about she watches the kids and you don't send them to daycare? Since she's home all fucking day like a bum.
Oh, except for those 2 hours she's working.
Except for the 2 hours she works. Where does she work? What kind of workplace injury do you have where you just can't finish a shift? I think that's called being a lazy piece of shit. Yeah, I have a work-related injury. I can only come in for a couple hours today. I need an extended lunch. I have a work-related injury. Work-related injury. How much you want to bet it was her fault? All right, next up here. Okay. Am I the asshole from specialist-ask.1719? My husband and my marriage is not going well. Oh, sorry. Am I the asshole for screaming at my husband to get out after he pranked me with flowers? My husband and my marriage is not going well. I'm very close to divorce, and I've talked to him about it. I told him I wanted some effort. I wanted flowers, chocolate, a nicely written note, something that showed something that he showed he wanted to romance me. He finally took it seriously and agreed. When I came home from a 12-hour shift, he laid out a beautiful... Oh, I can see where this is going. He laid out a trail of rose petals in our house. It was so beautiful. The trail ended... There's no way this is real. There's no way. Oh boy. When I came home from a 12-hour shift yesterday, I'm going to read that again. When I came home from a 12-hour shift yesterday, he had laid out...
Can you get through it?
Takes a lot for stuff online to make me laugh. When I have to reshoot this. When I came... I have not consumed marijuana in 3 years, guys. I'm not high right now. This is fucking hilarious. When I came home from a 12-hour shift yesterday, he had laid a trail of rose petals in our house. It was so beautiful. I had a beer at the Super Bowl party. I'm not even intoxicated. The trail ended at the...
People are waiting.
I know, I gotta lay the plate here. The trail ended at... Fucking do it. That's the first time this has ever happened on the show. Okay. Dead puppies, genocide, rape, abortion, drug overdose. Okay, I'm serious now. When I came home from a 12-hour shift yesterday, he had laid out a trail of rose petals in our house. It was so beautiful. The trail ended at the kitchen sink, where he had piled a bunch of dirty dishes, pots and pans to clean. He said he got the idea from TikTok. Oh, well. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I screamed at him to get out of my house. He left after arguing a bit. I cried. Some of my friends said I was right, but others say he was just being playful. Am I the asshole? Okay, so pranks, whether or not they're funny, it's often a lot of context involved. Had she not come to him and expressed some very serious concerns, it sounds like on multiple occasions here, and he did this, it would be funny. It'd be a funny prank. Am I right?
No, I agree. If you had done that,
it'd be funny.
It'd be funny. I'd be kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny.
I
yeah.
mean, when you walk into our house, it's a straight shot, so it wouldn't really work. But yeah.
Yeah, but still, no, I think it'd be funny. But again, we're not on the brink of a divorce.
Yeah.
So.
When you are on the brink of a divorce and you've expressed that, like I said, probably on multiple occasions, and he does that, yeah, I mean, this guy's a fucking moron. What did he think was going to happen? Like, oh my God. Yeah, every prank needs context. Like, you'll see those guys that fake propose to their girlfriends and pull out like a ring pop and like, what are you doing, dude? Do you really think that's a good idea to just pour gasoline on it? And that's exactly what he did here. All right, this is the last one. This is a Facebook group. Is this your Facebook group?
No. Well, it came from like a wedding shaming group I'm in. It was a screenshot that was shared. I don't know the original name of the group that it came from.
Okay. All right, here we go. Looking for advice. My fiance, 24, and I, 26, just got engaged in October. We've started wedding planning. I am an only child with divorced parents. My mom's currently not working due to having multiple surgeries and filing for disability, so she doesn't have much money, but has graciously agreed to buy my wedding dress and our cake. My dad, on the other hand, is very wealthy, but is the stingiest and most ungenerous person in the world. My fiance and I don't have any money to pay for the wedding at all, considering I just finished grad school. Well, maybe you should wait. If you don't have any money, you can't even go cheap. Like, maybe you should chill for a second. I don't have any money to pay for the wedding considering I just finished grad school and he's only been working for a year. He's 24 and he's only had a job for a year. Well, you're marrying a winner at least. There's that. Maybe this guy did propose with a ring pop. I mentioned to my dad that we'd need help paying for the wedding and he immediately got defensive and angry. He said he would only give me $5,000, but that won't even cover the venue rental costs for all the places we've looked. The lowest was $6,000. The estimate for the venue we loved was around $27,000 for 100. Where the fuck are you getting married at Buckingham Palace? $27,000 for 100 guests? My cousins who got married in 2022 assured me that was a really good price for all that. Sincerely, Bill Gates' daughter. Theirs was close to $60,000 with 200. How did you all go about talking with your family members about paying for your wedding? Those of you who didn't pay for it yourself. What advice do you have asking for a hard-headed parent for their help? Thank you. That's insane. $27,000?
It said that's just for the venue.
Well, it says rental fees, food and drinks, and some decor. That's still a lot for 100 people.
Well, I mean, if it's including the price of the venue and the catering.
Everything of ours was under $20,000.
And the bar.
Yes, it was. We did not spend more than 20. Oh, well, no, there was a certain homosexual who's very beloved to me that came in and spent way more than he needed to on certain decorations.
We didn't. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's another topic. But yes, so that's how did you all go about talking with your well, okay, I'm not giving you advice here. I'm not saying that this is what you should do. But if your father's wealthy, there's a good chance he's got a will.
Kill him?
I'm not saying that. I would never encourage someone to be violent on this show. I would never do that. I'm just saying maybe you remind him of that. And that might take care of the problem on its own.
I think he'd take her out of the will if she did that.
Oh, my dad's got dementia. He needs a conservator. And then you just commit elder abuse. How about that? You have him committed. He's old, so they probably, I mean, you know a doctor or nurse too. They'd probably misdiagnose him. And they can, they can run some tests on him and be like, oh, you've definitely got early onset dementia. You need a power of attorney. And then they just make it you. And that's how you pay for it. That you could do that. You could make him look crazy. How about here's what you gaslight your father and make him think he's going crazy so he commits himself. So like you'll sneak into the house while he's at work or whatever, and you'll move things around that he knows, like stuff that he put, like, just like stuff in the fridge or whatever. And you'll move things around when you sneak into his house so he can't find it. And he'll actually think he's got dementia or he's going crazy. And then he'll go to the mental hospital. They'll check him out to tell him the symptoms. They'll be like, yeah, sir, we think you have dementia. And then he'll need, I'm assuming you're the oldest kid, hopefully. So he'll need, and he's divorced, so it can't be the wife. So he'll need a power of attorney. And then he makes you the power of attorney. And you sit him down. You're like, Dad, do you remember when you agreed to pay for my wedding? No, but I've been forgetting a whole lot lately. So you must be right, sweetie. And you just gaslight your father into paying for your wedding. You don't even need to be a power of attorney for that. I'm joking. I would never encourage anyone to commit crimes, be violent, nothing along those lines whatsoever. But in theory, if you wanted to get him to pay, that could be an option to get your father to pay.
Sounds like that's something she's probably willing to do.
I mean, yeah, if she's she could be. That's what you got to realize is there's not much that brides won't do to pay, or soon-to-be brides won't do to pay for their dream wedding, up to and including murder. There's not much that they...
I can confirm that.
There's not much that they won't do to pay for the wedding. Like I said, murder for hire, elder abuse, OnlyFans... The list goes on and on. Feet finder. The list goes on and on of things that brides-to-be would do to pay for this wedding. There is no shortage. It knows no bounds. You agree? No comment?
No
I
comment.
want to keep it that way. You'd make a killing on OnlyFans. No, you would, because you're this voice behind the camera that our listeners hear, and they have a personal connection to you. I'd never let you do it, but they have a personal connection to you, so they would be big into that. I guarantee you, if you started an OnlyFans, you'd rake in at least $1 a month.
I think I'll pass on that.
You'd make more money than this show, probably. No, I wouldn't. No, that's although I wouldn't scream at you and grab you like Travis Kelce, though. So there's also that.
You didn't do that to Taylor, so that's all that matters.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You know what I want to do real quick? Let's close this show out with this. Let's close this show out with this. There we go. We're gonna end the show with some fun. We do this every Monday. We give advice to strangers on the internet. Let's pull up ChatGPT real quick.
Oh God.
Write a Taylor Swift song where Travis Kelce, tight end for the Chiefs, Taylor Swift breakup song about how Travis Kelce, tight end for the Chiefs, abused her physically and verbally. And I'll sing it like I guarantee they won't even do it. Oh, they did it. In the shadow of the stadium lights. Hold on. In the shadow of my stadium lights, or of the stadium lights, I thought I found my paradise. But behind closed doors, the truth unfurled. A love story twisted, a painful world. Your touch turned to bruises, your words like knives. I tried to break free to save my life. But every time I tried to walk away, you pulled me back in with promises you'd change. Travis, you were my fire, my heart's desire. But your love burned like a wildfire. You broke me down, left me shattered and scarred, but I'm finding my strength, rewriting the stars. I wore long sleeves to hide the marks, but the pain inside left its own dark scar. This is dark.
Yeah.
I danced through the pain, put on a show, but deep down, I knew I had to go. Your fists left their mark. Your words left me cold, but I won't be silent, won't do as I'm told. I'm reclaiming my voice, finding my worth. This is like poetry. This isn't a song. No longer defined by this toxic curse. You know, I feel like I need to have like jet black hair and eyeliner and nail polish on to be reading this. Travis, you are my fire. My heart's, it says that. I won't let your darkness define my light. I'll rise from the ashes, take back my life. No longer a victim. I'm a survivor now. Breaking free from your chains, I'll find my way somehow. So goodbye, Travis, I'm leaving you behind. No longer yours, no longer blind. I'll rise above, stronger than before. That is my story, and I'm taking back control. That doesn't rhyme. Maybe her and Andy Reid can form a support group. Anyway, that has been our show. TKDVA, Travis Kelce, Domestic Violence Victims Anonymous. That's been our show. We will see you guys Wednesday for the midweek check-in. I don't know if we got a guest or not yet. Guess we'll find out when it airs in 2 days. Anyway, that's been our show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Shout out to our sponsors real quick. Hit them with the sponsors. Blood of Tyrants Wine. DrinkBloodOfTyrants.com. Promo code BASED. Like the title of the show. Going to save you 10% off your order at the checkout. Again, that's DrinkBloodOfTyrants.com. Either their red Merlot wine, their white Tears of Tyrants or Tyrants wine for the gays, or the Liquid Freedom Raspberry Ice or Raspberry Tea energy drink. 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 fucks given. Again, that's www.drinkbloodofTyrants.com. Promo code BASED, BASED, like the title of the show. Going to save you 10% off your order at the checkout. We love you so much. We will see you on Wednesday. Cheat on your taxes, not your spouse. And as always, stay based.